Given points A, 2 and 3, and B, -2, 5, make an indirect proof to show that C03 is not the midpoint of AB. All right, so with an indirect proof, what you have to do is assume the opposite of the second part that you're trying to prove. So it says, make an indirect proof to show that C03 is not the midpoint. Let's assume that C is the midpoint of AB. So let's do that. Let's find out what the midpoint is. Let's break out the midpoint formula. M equals x sub 1 plus x sub 2 all over 2, comma, y sub 1 plus y sub 2 all over 2, and point. If I call you x sub 1, y sub 1, call you x sub 2, y sub 2, then the midpoint is going to be 2 plus -2, x sub 1, x sub 2, all over 2, comma, 3 plus 5 all over 2. 2 plus -2 is 0, 0 over 2 is 0. Okay? 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 over 2 is 4. So we assumed that C03 is the midpoint. We found out that the midpoint is actually, and I'll say that, the midpoint is actually 0, 4. So we can end up by saying, so C, which was 0, 3, is not the midpoint. All right, so I kind of like indirect proofs. This one was actually pretty fun, pretty easy. I enjoy this stuff, you know, the point of the midpoint. And I'm sure a lot of you Gen Zers are like, the point is mid because of slang. Anyway, the whole point of doing indirect proofs is I give you a statement, you assume the second part's wrong, you do some work and realize, oh, whoops, maybe it was right, and then state that it was right. So you admit defeat. So all about lying and having to fess up for your own mistakes. Indirect proofs, just making me more depressed as time goes on. Reminds me of my marriage. Like and subscribe.